everybody. This is just a disclaimer or an extra video before you start watching the proper video that I have made. I would just like to clarify that Emirates is not currently hiring Filipinos and hasn't been hiring Filipinos for the past 10 years since 2010. And they have stopped hiring CSAs in general, no matter the nationality. They have stopped hiring CSAs since 2018 or 2019. So this is just a general video. If in the future you do intend to apply, but the requirements usually for an international airline or even in the Philippines are generally the same. All right, good luck to the aspirants out there, and I do pray that you get the job of your dreams. Mwah. Hi everybody, how is everybody doing? So it is me, Candice Gold, Candice Gold Vlogs, also known as the Flying Mum. I am actually in Zurich at the moment, and I have decided to make this video in which everybody has asked me to. I've been getting messages on my pages and even on my personal accounts. People have been messaging me, asking me questions, not specifically for Emirates, but when you apply generally as a cabin crew. So when I say generally, this will be a good 80% or mostly all airlines do these requirements when you apply as a cabin crew. So I have the top 5 questions, and these top 5 questions actually do have corresponding follow-up questions, if I may say, just because there are a lot of gray areas within these aspects or these guidelines. So the first top question, of course, the height requirement. Okay, so for height requirement, it does vary. It varies. All right, so it does vary between airlines. Let's go straight to the women, because there is a higher percentage in women that want to be cabin crew rather than men. But for women, the minimum height requirement is what is it again? It is 5'3" or around 160, I would say. So 5'3", that is the minimum requirement for women. For men, it can vary between 5'6", 5'7". I am surprised actually with other airlines it goes up to 5'8" or 9. So I guess it depends on the country or it depends on the airline. I am speaking on behalf of Emirates and Cebu Pacific because I have had experience with them. Although back in my time they didn't hire men, we were all women. There was a good 500 of us, so everybody knew everybody. 500 women cabin crew with Cebu Pacific back in the day. That would be between 2008 to 2010. So a lot has changed through the years. I've been away for 10 years, so a lot has changed, and I love Cebu Pacific. Anyway, going back to the height requirement, as I said, these questions do have follow-up questions, and I did get a billion messages actually, of what ifs. So I will not drag my airline into this, but I have asked around. So I've done a survey around cabin crew, newbies to the seniors, on what they've noticed and what they've come across. So I don't know, I cannot say I'm speaking on behalf of this airline. This is what they say. No, this is just based on experience and what we've seen and what we've come across. Okay, so the arm reach generally for most airlines, especially for Emirates, is 212 cm, meaning you have to reach. So basically, when you go to the interview, for me, speaking on my behalf, on my interview. So what happened to me? I'm 5'5", so check. I passed the initial interview. The second time was with Emirates recruitment. So what they do is they ask you a few personal questions. Hi, what's your name? What's your background? Whatever, whatever. And then they ask you to do the arm reach, which freaked me out because it's either I have really short arms or man, I haven't done stretching in a billion years, because I remember that day where I was already on my tippy toes and stretching so much just to basically what I did is, if this was where because they put like sticky tape or what is sticky tape. Does everybody know what sticky tape is? It's like scotch tape or yeah, basically electric tape or whatever it is. Yeah, we get what I mean, right? Okay, so on the wall they stick that stuff there, so that's 212 centimeters. I was literally on my tippy toes and I was just able to do that for a second, and they saw it because I was having a hard time. But going back, I've gone all the way to the Americas with my, this is how I talk a lot. So with everybody that knows me already, I go on detours when I'm explaining something. So going back, the question was, what if I was less than 5'3" or less than 160 in height, but I could reach the 212 centimeters? Would I pass? As I said, I did a survey amongst cabin crew. I've asked from the newbies to the seniors, and we have honestly come across crew that are a little bit shorter than required, but man, can they reach the 212 centimeters. So I'll just leave it at that. Shall we? Okay, moving on to then question number Yahoo! Okay, question number 2 is the educational background. Okay, once again, it varies on the airline. Where I work in the Middle East, you only require a high school diploma. So high school diploma for where I work in the Middle East. And no. Oh yeah, high school diploma. What am I saying? Okay, so where I work in the Middle East, it's just high school diploma. So you've got your diploma for your 4-year high school, whatever it is. Yes, you can apply for an international airline. In the Philippines, Cebu Pacific and AirAsia, also high school diploma. They don't go for the 4-year course anymore. And for Philippine Airlines, it is 4-year college course or college degree or whatever you want to call it, for a 4-year course for the Philippine Airlines. Follow-up question is, do we have to graduate from a course related to in-flight services or hospitality or all of this stuff? No, you don't. You can be an engineer by all means. Doesn't matter. You can be a teacher. You can be a nurse. Once again, a Middle Eastern Airlines high school diploma, if that makes sense, or high school. Yeah, you finished high school basically. That's what it means. Cebu Pacific Air Asia, same thing. You finished high school, you can apply. Philippine Airlines 4-year course. So once again, you do not need to go to flight attendant school, or you do not need to have a diploma in whatever is connected to in-flight services or hospitality. Another follow-up question with educational background is, do you have to know a language? Oh, wait, no, that's not with that. That's with my question number 3. So, ang gulo. Ang gulong kausap ni Candice. Okay. Once again, everybody, I am answering your top 5 questions and the requirements of being a cabin crew. So we are on number 3, which is speaking the English language. Speaking the English language, well, it always depends on, once again, where you're gonna apply. In the Middle Eastern airline where I work, we all come from different countries, different cultures. Some countries don't learn the English language unless they want to. Um, some countries are perfect in the English language. So I would say you do not have to be perfect. And I am going to say, because nobody is perfect. Nobody in this world is perfect. So it would be great if you can communicate. That's the thing. That is the word. Okay. As long as you can communicate confidently, kahit baluktot yung English mo, as long as you can communicate confidently in the English language, that is a check. Follow-up question to the English language is, do you have to have, or do you have to know another language? Do you have to be bilingual? No, you do not. Yes, it is a plus if you do, but no, you do not have to know a third, second, fourth, fifth language. There are a billion people out there that do, and great, mate, good on ya. However, there are a lot of people that don't just have the talent, or yeah, so no, you do not have to have a second, third, fourth language in your CV. English is perfect. Question number 4. I don't know why I do that. I just do it anyway. Okay, so question number 4 is scoliosis. Scoliosis. Okay, so I for a fact have scoliosis. When I joined 10 years ago, it was an issue. Not an issue that I could not be accepted, but an issue that they had to double check. So if you do have scoliosis and your application is on hold, don't be scared, don't freak out, just do what you're asked to do. So I had scoliosis. To my shock, I had no idea I had scoliosis. However, they did see it in my in my chest x-ray, because my scoliosis is in my upper back, and surprisingly it's on my lower back as well. So scoliosis is actually a deformity in the bone. It can be generic, which in my case it is. It's generic on my Larson family background. On my upper back, it's basically your back being in the form of a letter S, or it has a curve to it. So on my upper back, it is, as you can, I don't know if you can see it in my shoulders, but it has like that. So I don't know if it, yeah. Well, it can lead your shoulders going like that. Anyway, going back to the point, Candace Gold. So my back has the S and my lower hip has a twist. So yeah, so it's pretty weird. Anyway, so 10 years ago in 2010, when I applied, they saw my scoliosis in my x-ray. And they did put my application on hold. Because of the scoliosis, they wanted to know how many degrees, or how the degree nabubulol how many degrees it was. So my scoliosis was 9 degrees. Thank God it actually wasn't even like severe. And then when they came back with the results, I did read that I don't know if it's changed throughout the years, but when I applied, it did have maximum degree of acceptable scoliosis, 32 degrees. I don't know how that would look, but yes, 32 degrees in 2010. I don't know if they changed it, but I have come across people that have 20 degrees. You can see it when they walk. So it just all depends on your application and how they see it. Follow-up question on scoliosis. If you do have scoliosis or a back injury or back pain, is it part of our job to lift bags. Dun, 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 dun. A big NO. Sorry, but no, it is not in our job description to lift bags. I'm sorry to break a few hearts out there. But no, it's not in our job description to lift bags. However, once again, it is a gray area. We do work in the industry of customer service, hospitality. So it just comes across as you being human. However, it is not in the job description that you have to lift bags. However, of course, I use however a lot, this word. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyway. It is not in our job description to lift bags, but at the end of the day, it is you being human and it is you looking after yourself. If it is my grandmother, if it is an elderly, or ever since I've become a mum, a mother with an infant, I say to them, may I help you with your bags? Or may I assist you with your bags? If I can't even lift it from the floor, how would I be able to lift it in the hat rack or in the overhead locker? So I try to lift it. If I can't lift it, then I say, I'm terribly sorry. However, I cannot lift your bag. It seems like it is more than wink, wink, 7 kilos. Would you like to place it in the cargo hole? And smile. So it just come across. I mean, like for by all means, me personally, if I can lift it off the ground, then I'll be more than happy to put it in the hat rack as assistance. But if you can't lift it off the floor, don't break your back, because if you do break something, the company will, you're not covered. So save yourself. All right, so we are up to question number 5 in our top 5 most asked questions when you are applying to be cabin crew. So question number 5 is, how about the teeth? What are the requirements for your teeth? So it depends on where you apply. In the Philippines, I found it very strict. They're very strict when it comes to the physical appearance. So they would love, love, love for you to have a great smile. And what comes with a great smile is good teeth. So please don't go to an interview with black teeth or yellow teeth. It's the basic. It's the basic hygiene, basically. International airlines, however, they're a bit, how should I say, lenient. Like if you have crooked teeth, they don't really care as long, once again, you have a good smile. So if you have a good smile, they come with good, healthy teeth, that's a check. A follow-up question to this is braces. Are we allowed to have braces? Okay, so I would say no. You are not allowed to have braces. They will ask you, for example, you do go to the interview because you do have braces on, what to do. They will ask you if you are willing to take them off, basically, because you cannot fly with braces. There are a lot of new technology or new things nowadays, which is the Visaliner and everything. Where I work, no, not allowed. They do not allow it. I will add on another one because I just remembered. So I have a 6th question. Wink, wink. I have a 6th question because I just realized, and I just remembered someone asked me, is the eyes. So eye requirement, your eyes. They do want you to have perfect vision. They want you to have perfect vision. I don't know what perfect vision is. 2020 probably. However, in the airline where I work in now, back in the day, when I worked for Cebu Pacific, as far as I could remember, you weren't allowed to wear glasses. Safety hazard, basically, goes down to safety. You weren't allowed to wear glasses. Contacts, I can't remember if it was a thing during my time. That's how old I am. However, now in the airline that I work for, um, you are you are allowed to have glasses. You are allowed to wear contact lenses. So they will ask you to go through a eye test. They will ask you if you have glasses or if you wear contacts. Um, if they tell you otherwise, I don't know why, but I do fly with a lot of crew, and it is part of our when you go to the briefing room, you show your requirements or like your licenses basically. So your license, your passport, everything, you show your documents, and part of that document or those documents with people that have glasses and eye contacts, they are required to have a certificate basically that they do bring glasses and contacts, bring an extra pair of glasses and an extra pair of contacts. That is what we do. So I hope I've been a big help to everybody that have asked. If it is still confusing, please do PM me. Please do ask me, and I'll try to clarify things. I hope I have clarified things. I hope I have been a help to everybody. So these were the top 5 questions that I have been asked throughout the time that I've had this page. People have been messaging me and asking me these questions. So I hope I've been a big help to everybody. Once again, I am Candice Gold, cabin crew for 12 years. I was cabin crew for 2 years with Cebu Pacific Air, and cabin crew now for 10 years with Emirates Airlines. So thank you everybody for watching this video. If you want me to make another video, if you do have requests, please do let me know. Write me a message. I do reply to everybody that writes to me. So don't be scared, don't be shy. Write me a PM right away, or a DM, or whatever you call it. Write to me whatever questions you want me to answer, and I will make a video out of them. It can be anything under the sun. Please do let me know. Have a great day, everybody. Once again, it is me, Candice Gold Vlog.